right now it's 9:01 and it's May 4th, I believe. And I just got back from my first day of my last dance competition ever. I don't know if I told you guys, but I didn't end up making the team, and I didn't want to try out for the callback for the other team that I got called back to, because that one I had to pay for, and it wouldn't be worth it if I just went for 1 year, to pay like $1,500 just to be performing. So effectively, the last dance competition ever, in my life, which is kind of just dawning on me. I feel like over the past couple weeks, couple years in general, actually, I've kind of realized how draining dance is to me, and it's really hard to come to terms with that, as something that I really, really thought I was going to be doing for the rest of my life, something that I really had a passion for, but like finding out that like it was the performance aspect of it, yes, but kind of an extension of that was the validation I felt from dance more than the love of dance itself. It was just something that came easy to me. I was forced to work in it, and I enjoyed being there mostly because of the friends. And so like now that you remove all of this and going into the professional world, it's less validating, it's more hard work. You just come to realize, or I've come to realize, that I don't really want to pursue it in the future more than like college or anything. And that's just kind of hard. I mean, I guess this last like drive back from competition, I've just been really thinking about where my life is going and where I thought my life was gonna go. Especially not only in dance but in college. I did not think that I was gonna be going to just like the college that, everyone I feel like goes to. And of course you're gonna say like, I understand like it's getting harder to get into and whatever, but it's hard to disconnect. It is the disconnect between what I thought my life was gonna be and what it actually is going to end up being. And I can gripe about it all I want, but there's nothing really I can do about it. There's nothing I can do to change the way that college admissions went for me this year. There's nothing I can do to get on the team. So it's just kind of hard to admit, like, or come to terms with the fact that it's out of my hands and this is where I am. And it's even harder when I am seeing all of these people end up in the place they want to be. Because I think for me, it really is like, if someone really just wanted to get into this one school and they got in, and maybe it's not Ivy League or whatever, I feel like I'm so much happier for them versus like me, because they ended up getting what they wanted, but I guess like I didn't end up getting what I envisioned, what I wanted. And I almost wish that all I wanted was the school that I got into, or I just wish I didn't dream as big or was told to dream as big. And it's just hard being on social media right now and seeing everyone's like acceptances into these amazing schools, like especially commitment day posts. Like, it's hard to see other people succeed where I have failed in my eyes. Um, and you know, that's something that's definitely a me problem. I don't blame anyone else. I don't blame the colleges. I don't blame whatever. Like, I'm not gonna make excuses of like why I didn't get in these places, but when it's like actually becoming like a tangible event that I'm moving towards and that other people are moving towards, it just feels a little more real. It feels a little more damaging. And I hate to admit it, but seeing other people get into better colleges really, really makes me sad, I guess. It makes me upset, but not necessarily because I think they deserve it less or I think like my application was better. It just makes me upset in the way that, oh, I couldn't get that too. Oh, I couldn't achieve that as well. And growing up in an environment where college really was everything and still is everything, it's just hard. Like, I can point to like the other day, me and my sister were like arguing over a bracelet that was originally mine, and then she had just traded, you know, and I wanted the bracelet. And like, we were like, it was like light, it was nothing like a serious argument. And I ended up letting her have it because my mom said, like, you should just let her have it. She's the one who went to an Ivy League, implying that, like, I'm not, and I'm not worthy of this bracelet that was originally mine. And she has since apologized for it, but it just goes, it makes me think, like, that's what she really thinks of me, and that's how much, like, colleges are valued. And wow, I really cry in every video. It's just not, it's just not, it just makes me sad. Like, anytime I think about college or like where everyone else is going, like, it makes me sad because I'm gonna be stuck in state, like, with all these people. And it's not even that bad of a situation because I guess I had no other choice because my parents, like, my mom said, like, even if I was, like, I wouldn't be allowed to go to the other college that I got into, even though I don't really, like, want to go per se, she wouldn't let me go because we wouldn't be able to afford it. And it just sucks, like, literally, like, because my sister went to such a good school, like, of course she had to go. Of course, like, now there's, like, no money for me. And it's like, I understand, like, I didn't even have the option to go to another school. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it wasn't worth it. Maybe, like, it wasn't where I wanted to be or needed to be, but just, like, I'm feeling like I don't have any options. And I really don't want to be stuck around the same people. I feel like college is where you are thrown into a different world, where you're able to be in this kind of bubble where it's safe to explore other places. And I don't want to be stuck in my area for the rest of my life. I want to be able to take this time, because after college, you work until you die. There's no other time for you to be able to explore outside of your comfort zone, outside of your location, other than college. And I'd much rather go to a mid-tier school out of state than, like, a school in state where I'll see everyone and, you know, like, be able to get that Georgia Tech degree. Like, I understand from a logical perspective, but I just would much rather be able to explore while I'm young and be able to figure out what I want and not be shoved into a space where it is comfortable, it is whatever. But I mean, that's where we're at right now, and I need to learn to accept it. So there's nothing I can do except for cry about it on the internet.